D-Day and the Battle of Normandy. On June 6, 1944, a day we continue to remember with deep gratitude, Allied forces landed on the beaches of Normandy. This historic day, better known as D-Day, marked the beginning of the liberation of Western Europe and was a crucial step toward the freedom we enjoy today. American soldiers fought on Utah and Omaha beaches, British soldiers on Gold and Sword, and Canadian forces on Juno. Each of them risked everything with the hope that future generations would live in peace and freedom. Operation Market Garden, the dream of freedom in the Netherlands. In September 1944, Operation Market Garden was launched, a bold attempt to break through to Germany via the Netherlands. Aimed at securing a quick victory and ending the occupation, Allied forces sought to capture the bridges over the Maas, Waal and Rhine, vital routes to freedom for the future. A path full of challenges. On September 17th, the airborne troops began their dangerous mission, and on September 18th, the ground forces reached Eindhoven. The bridges, defended by the brave 101st Airborne Division, became symbols of hope and progress. Despite fierce resistance and delays, the advance continued, and key strategic positions, such as in Nijmegen, were captured. A path full of challenges. On September 17th, the airborne troops began their dangerous mission, and on September 18th, the ground forces of XXX Corps reached Eindhoven. The bridges, defended by the brave 101st Airborne Division, but key strategic positions, such as in Nijmegen, were captured. However, the delay prevented the final link-up at Arnhem, contributing to the operation's failure to secure a crossing over the Rhine. 80 years later, we look back on these events with deep respect and gratitude. The freedom we live in today is not something we can take for granted. It was built on the sacrifices of many who were willing to give their lives so that we could inherit that freedom. Let us never forget that while freedom of speech is one of our most precious rights, the right to live in peace and without fear is even more valuable. This freedom allows us to speak, choose, and live in ways that were unimaginable to the generations before us. Today, it is our responsibility to cherish, protect, and pass on that freedom, understanding that every day in freedom is a gift many fought for, and one we must never take for granted. When we, as motorcyclists, escort a convoy of historical World War II vehicles, there are some specific factors to consider for everyone's safety. These historical vehicles, particularly tanks and heavy transports, aren't built for speed and often have difficulty accelerating. The convoy will move at a slow and steady pace, typically around 20 to 25 kilometers per hour. With just 3 to 4 motorcyclists for a convoy of 25 to 50 vehicles, positioning is key. Usually we have one motorcyclist leading the way, another at the rear to close the convoy, and 1 or 2 motorcyclists managing traffic flow, ensuring a smooth passage for everyone and maintaining control over the convoy. If one of the main motorcyclists needs to fall back or exit temporarily to handle traffic or assist a situation, a military motorcyclist from the convoy can quickly take over their role. Once the situation is resolved, the original escort rider can move back to the front, ready to assist with the next section of the route or traffic control as the convoy progresses. This flexible handoff ensures smooth transitions and keeps the convoy moving safely and efficiently. We keep a close eye on the convoy itself, ensuring enough distance between vehicles and a smooth flow. At the same time, we stay alert for oncoming traffic, pedestrians, cyclists, and drivers who might suddenly stop, turn, or overtake. It's almost like having a sixth sense, constantly observing, using our mirrors, and staying aware of every sound and movement around us. Having 360-degree awareness is crucial when escorting a convoy of historical vehicles. We are the eyes and ears of the group, constantly scanning our surroundings. This means not just watching the road ahead, but also being aware of what's happening behind, beside, and even above us. It's important to remember that the brakes on these old vehicles from the 1940s work very differently from modern cars. As motorcyclists, we need to be aware of this. If an unexpected situation arises on the road, while we might be able to stop in a few seconds, a moving piece of history will need significantly more time and space. Being alert and looking far ahead helps us anticipate potential issues and avoid sudden stops, which could create some tense moments. With bright fluorescent clothing, we stay highly visible to all road users. Using flashing lights makes it clear that there is a special situation on the road. Positioning ourselves where we're clearly visible to oncoming traffic is crucial, while also ensuring our own safety. We aim to make eye contact with other drivers to ensure they understand our instructions. A friendly and clear approach helps to reduce any potential stress. On narrow roads, we raid ahead of the convoy. This gives us time to spot oncoming traffic and warn them well in advance. Some drivers might not immediately realize what's approaching and could feel uneasy or unsure about why they need to stop or reverse. By staying calm, friendly, and clear in our communication, we can help. Simply explaining that wide vehicles are coming through and need space usually does the trick. Our goal is to maintain a constant speed and ensure the convoy stays compact. Any gaps between vehicles can lead to unsafe situations, like other drivers trying to cut into or overtake the convoy.
Schoen onder mijn voeten na die lange nacht van strijd. Vergeet de stemmen die we hoorden, een belofte van vrijheid. De woorden van onze bevrijders, gevuld met nieuwe hoop. Eindelijk breken de ketenen en vechten ons omhoog. Een toekomst van vreugde ligt nu open. De lucht weer blauw, dromen weer groot. Laten we zingen van de vrijheid die we voelen. Al die nachten lang en hand in hand de wereld kleur geven met elke vrolijke zang. De wonden zijn zichtbaar, de littekens diep, maar met de kracht van elk gebaar maken we ons land weer klaar. Het is een nieuw morgen, eindelijk herwonnen tijd. We dansen in de straten, nu zonder angst, zonder spijt. Laten kinderen onze verhalen. Hoor de toekomst die wij samen gaan maken. Laten we zingen van de vrijheid die we voelen. Al die nachten lang en hand in hand de wereld kleur geven met elke vrolijke zang. Met elk woord en elke noot groeit onze kracht. Door elk verhaal worden verloren jaren verzacht. We blijven zingen en houden onze stemmen hoog. Voor altijd dankbaar voor deze vrije oogst. Laten we zingen van de vrijheid die we voelen. Al die nachten lang en hand in hand de wereld kleur geven met elke vrolijke zang.